diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me.
Welcome to today's episode of Diamonds Throughout Time with your host here, Ms. Diamonds. Diamonds. Timeless, brilliant, and often regarded as the epitome of luxury. But have you ever wondered how these dazzling stones came to be the sparkling wonders we know today? The history of diamond manufacturing technology is a tale of both mysticism and innovation, where ancient reverence for these invincible stones slowly gave way to groundbreaking craftsmanship and scientific breakthrough. From the earliest days of untouched raw diamonds to the modern marvels of laser cutting and enhanced clarity, the evolution of diamond cutting reflects centuries of human ingenuity, artistic ambition, and technological advancement. Join us as we explore this glittering journey from the mystical beginnings to the high-tech masterpieces of today. Let's take a moment and reflect on diamonds, those imperishable jewels that have somehow managed to capture humanity's undivided attention for millennia. But when we think of diamonds, the first things that come to mind are likely their modern, brilliant cuts, dazzling under a spotlight. However, the history of how diamonds reach their current sparkle-intensive glory is anything but a straightforward story of science and precision. In fact, it's a tale of ancient mysticism, groundbreaking craftsmanship, technological revolutions, and a handful of crafty salesmen who knew how to work a good illusion. We begin in the ancient world, where diamonds were seen not as luxury items, but as sacred talismans imbued with magical properties. Ancient Indians, who are among the first to record diamonds, treated them as mystical stones capable of warding off evil and boosting one's fortune. Their form was uncut and raw, an octahedron, so perfect in its natural state that altering it seemed, well, a little too blasphemous. Pliny the Elder, that ever-curious Roman scholar, noted that diamonds were revered by the Romans as symbols of invincibility. Yet, these early cultures did not dare to manipulate their form. Who could blame them? After all, messing with something that invincible might have just been asking for trouble. Fast forward to the medieval period, where, in somewhat more enlightened time, some intrepid souls began pondering the possibility of transforming these indestructible stones into something shinier. But cutting diamonds? Oh no. That was still seen as an impossible task, perhaps akin to trying to carve a rock into a perfect circle. The most basic technique that emerged involved polishing, often with the help of other diamonds, and rudimentary forms of grinding. Yes, that's right, one diamond used to polish another. It was like the ancient version of a spa treatment for stones, with no razzle-dazzle, just a slow, painstaking grind. Ah, the Renaissance, when everything came to life again, including diamond cutting. In the 15th century, the Italians, who else, began experimenting with the earliest forms of diamond cutting, albeit not the sparkling brilliance that we associate with diamonds today. Think flat, plain cuts. The rose cut, which was all the rage in the 1600s, was the first fancy cut that really began to show off the diamond's luster. But don't expect fireworks. It was more like a nice, well-polished stone that didn't really wow anyone, except for maybe the monarchs of the day. This period, however, laid the groundwork for what we now know as the modern diamond. With tools getting sharper and the discovery of new cutting methods, hello crank and belt-driven mills, the diamonds could now be polished with precision. Still, diamonds were rare. Most were too small to warrant a fine cut, and when they were cut, it was usually to preserve as much of the stone's weight as possible. Who would want to lose valuable carats just for a bit of extra sparkle? Then came the real breakthrough in the 1400s, the crank-powered belt-driven iron cutting wheel. Cue the confetti. This wasn't just a technological leap, it was practically a revolution. The crank allowed for continuous, precise motion, something crucial for diamond cutting. Suddenly, cutters could create better facets, resulting in diamonds that sparkled, not just glowed. This move from hand-cranked, back-and-forth grinding to a wheel that spun like the gears of a well-oiled machine marked the true beginning of precision diamond cutting. The technology was so advanced that it didn't need significant upgrades for centuries. By the late 15th century, diamond cutters had figured out how to cut diamonds in a way that maximized their reflective properties. Yes, they sparkled, and they did so in ways that stunned courtiers and collectors. But there was still a long way to go before the dazzling brilliance we now associate with diamonds became the gold standard. Now, let's talk about the 1800s. Industrialization! The perfect time for diamonds to get a bit more technical. By the 1820s, diamond cutting had taken another giant leap. Enter the horse-powered diamond mill, and then, wait for it, steam power. Imagine cutting diamonds the size of your fist by hand in a dim-lit workshop until a steam engine comes along to do the heavy lifting. While it might sound like something straight out of a steampunk fantasy, the technology did wonders. Larger diamonds could now be cut with greater speed, and the industry was ready for the next big thing, laser cutting. This innovation, which would eventually replace even the finest hand-cut techniques, truly revolutionized the game. In the late 1900s, the entire world of diamond treatment went into overdrive. New methods emerged to enhance the color, clarity, and even the very structure of diamonds. Irradiation and high pressure, high temperature, or HPHT, annealing treatments gave diamonds new hues, treatments that would have been unimaginable in the days of rudimentary polishing. The rise of laser technology also allowed for the extraction of those annoying inclusions that had plagued diamonds for centuries. But of course, like all good innovations, it came with its ethical dilemmas. Should these treatments be disclosed? Is it still a natural diamond? And then there's the fun fact about glass filling. Yes, modern-day diamond dealers have taken to filling surface-reaching cracks with high refractive index glass. Basically, a cosmetic procedure for diamonds. It might seem absurd, but it works, and it's a game changer for clarity. So where does this leave us in the glittering world of diamond cutting? Well, the modern diamond is a hybrid of ancient reverence and cutting-edge technology. What was once seen as impossible has now become not just a possibility, but an art. Through lasers, machines, and chemical treatments, diamonds are not just polished stones. They're intricate works of high-tech art that embody centuries of human ingenuity, greed, and glamour. Today, diamonds are valued by 4 key C's: cut, clarity, color, and carat weight. But let's not forget that the real value lies not just in the brilliance of the cut or the weight of the stone, but in the sheer audacity of human innovation that turned these once untouchable stones into the flawless beauties we see today. So next time you gaze upon a diamond, don't just think of it as a jewel. Think of it as a technological marvel, a testament to centuries of trial, error, and an unrelenting drive to outshine the sun itself. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Diamonds Throughout Time. Tune in for our next one, in which we will uncover the evolution of diamond shapes as advances in technology contributed to their enhanced complexity and sparkle. Until next time, sparkle on!